Mic check, nigga. Welcome back to another showing of something I haven't figured out what to call yet. It's almost a great segue into what we want to talk about today, which is essentially what life is about.
Type shit.
Or at least what it's about to me, what it seems to be performing as, what it was calling, what it's asking from an individual. From an individual base, I think that's a great distinction to make, but let me quit the rambling and just give the answer, right? But I think when you have the answer, you have follow-ups. And so we're going to address those follow-ups today. Life to me is about the art of becoming. It's the art of finding yourself.
You know, on this page, we're really about self-discovery, and I think it was a great segue from the past two videos to delve into what that means and what that looks like.
Well, that's kind of the point with self-discovery. You don't know what it means and you don't know what it looks like, but what it calls from the individual, right? I think it calls for the individual to step out into the world and find out. Basically fuck around and find out. That's what it's calling for the individual. Fuck around and find out. You guys could probably like click off the video right now and be like, yep.
I got it from Mirror Pal, thank you.
Why don't we take this good time to confer with our good friend, ChatGPT. Yo, chat, when somebody says life is the art of becoming, what really comes to mind?
When I hear life is the art of becoming, I take it as pointing to two things at once: inevitability and choice.
On one hand, we are always becoming. Every moment changes us, whether we like it or not. Time, experience, relationships, even biology keep reshaping who we are. That's the inevitability.
My nigga.
On the other hand,
So yeah, as my nigga Chatty was saying, it's about undergoing the process of life. And in retrospect, which is the only way you can actually figure out life, figuring out what it means for you, what it means to you. It's just a projection of you. And actually, I would like to emphasize at this moment the suffix on the word becoming, you know, the ing. It's used to describe a word or the ongoing process of something. It's never the fact that we've arrived. As we are an extended part of life, right? As we are an extended part of life, we can then presume that as life is ongoing, so is the creation of us. You know, energy is never created nor destroyed. It's just transformed. And that's what's happening with humanity. And then as it's happening on a large scale with humanity, it's happening on an individual scale with the individual. Pretty much sums it up. That's my outlook. That's my take on it. You know, life is the art of becoming, and that's a continuous, ongoing process in which we have to submit ourselves to, and we submit ourselves to that by enacting, by stepping outside what I presume to be our comfort zone. Because if we stay within our comfort zone, we're going through the same motion, and you're going in a circle. The point is to spiral upwards. You don't want to spiral downwards, because you don't want to go there, man. You don't want to go down there. You know what I'm saying? So we're supposed to aim upwards, and we're supposed to spiral upwards, and we're supposed to do that continuously. You know, it gets tiring, right? It gets exhaustive. It gets questionable. But the point is to go through that questioning and then answer it with something new. Answer with something which you haven't done before. You just got to keep flipping rocks, bro. You just got to keep knocking on doors. You just got to keep figuring it out, you know. And so with that being said, I guess here's to figuring out life, you know. Here's to becoming.
Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Be sure to hit the subscribe button and be sure to leave a like. But if you're not going to do any of that, at the very least, please do leave a comment. I would love to have a conversation with you guys. Okay. We're getting better.